Hi guys, and welcome to the Phantoms. In this video I will be teaching you guys and showing you a very cool and mind-blowing card illusion that will blow away your friends and your family's minds. Let's get on it. So here I have the Two of Hearts under the Queen of Spades and then the Two of Diamonds. Okay, I'll give it a spin and now the Queen has turned around. What I can do, I can take the twos and also turn them face down so they're even. Close this up, give it a spin, and the Queen has again turned around. If I close up and spin it, all the cards are face down. In which card do you think the Queen is in? You probably answered this and you're logically right, but you're actually wrong because every card here is a 2. That's called Mind Boggle, and thank you for watching, and let's get on the explanation for this trick. Hi guys, and welcome to the explanation for this cool card illusion. And you may think I used more than 3 cards, but you're actually wrong. I used exactly 3 cards, but one of them is a bit special. It's a gimmick. And gimmick means it's a special card which you can create something like illusions and this kind of stuff. So here I have the Two of Clubs and behind it the Queen of Spades, and then half of a card face down. So always when I make the turn, then you know when I have it, I made this episode a bit special because I will show you now in video how I created this gimmick, and you can follow along if you want. If you don't, you can just skip ahead. But okay, so now I will show you how I made this gimmick, and then I will continue explaining how I did this trick. Hi guys, so welcome here to our Phantoms, the Gimmick Factory. Okay, that was very funny. So what you need to make the gimmick is obviously you need 3 cards. To make the setup you need 3 cards, but only one of them will be the gimmick card, and I'm using the Three of Spades because it's a good contrast card, because these two are red, so red and black are good contrast and give them a little separation. If you have a lot of like waste decks or something you can take Three of Hearts, for example, so all look the same, so the effect in the end of the trick can be like a bit more convincing. It looks like cooler, but you do whatever you want. I just show you now the basics. So what you need is a contrast card and a tree card. There's the same card, or it doesn't have to be the same, but I think that's a much more better effect. So these 2 cards, we can leave them aside. We will be focusing on the Three of Spades here. So we need now a random card from the deck you are able to put on this card. For example, in what I showed you on the Two of Clubs, I have the Queen of Spades here back, and then this. I will show how you make this gimmick. So now I have here something I call a waste deck. It's like a deck I don't use anymore a lot for tricks. You see the box is in really bad shape. You can see the cards, and the cards are not even in very good shape either. You see here back, they're like really ugly and like this when I'm trying to do this, so it doesn't work that well, and you know what I mean. But these cards are good for making gimmicks, so I will be now looking for one card what I can use to make my gimmick from, like a cool card. Wait, this one or this one could make this one, because I have 2 red, so I can make 1 black. Okay, we can take that aside. I'll catch the focus here. Like that, okay? So what you have here, you have your selection for the card, and you have this. These are both normal cards, no gimmicks yet. So now what you need for making this gimmick, you need a glue stick, maybe a ruler. This is not necessary, but I use it because I want to be precise. An X-Acto knife or scissors. I'm using now kind of a rug knife, but precision knife would be the best, and scissors if necessary. Okay, and then something you can cut on. So I'm using now a book. So what I do, I take my king on here, put this aside, take this aside, so we have our king here. And now what I do, because in this gimmick there is the queen and the lower half. So what I do, I cut half of this king, turn the bottom side down and glue on the tree. So what I do, I take the ruler. This is what I want the ruler. I watch about the half. It doesn't really have to be the half, but what's important that it's straight the line, so it's a lot easier to glue together. Here I had a little problem. Here you see I have here a small gap because I glued like sideways, and that a bit ruined the card, but it works, so that's okay. So let's get on this. Okay, so now I just watch about in the middle, straight in half. Like that, then I just give it a cut like that. You can also use a pair of scissors, so yeah, this works pretty good. So what I do now, when I have this cut up, I take my card, what I will use, I'll put it face down, I will take the king and I will glue it like this on top, and then I will take this card, turn it over and place it like this. Okay, so what I can do, I take my glue stick, what I do, I can start gluing this, or glue this back. This, turn it over, start lining up with the sides here so it matches. Come over. Yeah, that is pretty good. You can leave this side open if you want, but then you see it comes like this big, like a gap here, and it can make a space when you have these cards on. So I really recommend you use this other half. So now what I do, I glue this side. Like this. Then I just glue it on place like this. Line it up. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so now when we have lined it up, you can let it dry for a while. I won't like being drying, it works like this for the sake of the video. So now when you have this gimmick, let's go back for the explanation of this trick. Let's see you soon. So guys, when you have made the gimmick, or just watch how to make it so you can make it sooner or later, so you should have this. You have the two trees or the cards you're using as normal, and then you have your contrast card and glued on back the other hull and your gimmick setup. Okay, so now for the trick, you start with this, but you have your king like this, or the contrast card. I use picture cards and number cards for a good contrast look, so I keep it like this and I square it up. Then I explain it's a very cool trick and very mind-blowing. So what I do, I drag like this, not too far to flash the gimmick, so around to the head of the king. And the same goes to the tree, but that doesn't matter because those are not gimmicks. You show that's normal, you close this up, you give it a spin, so now you have the gimmick bottom half pointing like here because you spin the deck. So now it's like this. So as you show now, you explain that the king has turned around, and the first reaction is like, whoa, how did you do that? You can then what you do to show more in players, you take the tree, the bottom tree first. This is important. Is if you take this one, you flash the king. You take this one and don't line it up with this card like this. Don't do it, because when you drag this away, you can, for mistake, flash the king. So take a real long, like here, then take the other tree and put it here back. So you don't flash the king. And then you close it up, give it a spin, and explain the king has turned around again. You close this up, spin, everybody or every card is turned face down. And then you ask, where do you think the king is? And they probably answer here. And you say, actually you're wrong. You square up and turn around, and you can show like this. It's 3 individual cards. 3 trees. Some guys can explain, but you have more than 3 cards. But then you can take the cards and show like these are individual cards. Like that. And then I'm like, whoa. And if you want, you can turn around and cover with your thumb like this, and then you can show the back. Like, hey, 3 normal cards. Without showing the card gimmick. So that is Mind Bugger. Hope you like this trick or this card illusion. Hope you like it. Make the gimmick. Mind blow everyone. This is a cool trick. Let's go, and I'll see you in the next one. Subscribe to our channel, all this, and I'll see you in the next magical video.